As Humberto and Imelda have churned across the Atlantic over the last several days, a certain term has become mentioned quite a bit in reference to these storms. The Fujiwhara effect has played a big role in how they have moved, and it may have saved the southeast a landfall from Imelda. This Fujiwhara effect is a term describing how two rotating systems will interact and potentially pivot around each other if they get close enough. And if there's a big discrepancy in the size of the two systems, the larger one typically exerts more of an influence on the smaller one. Sometimes that means it can pull it off track. Sometimes that means absorbing it. And in the case of tropical systems like these storms, the centers of those storms only need to get about 1,400 kilometers or about 870 miles away before they start to influence each other. So here's how that has played out with Humberto and Imelda. If you go back to this past weekend, Humberto, a very powerful Category 4 hurricane, at one point reached Category 5 strength. Imelda had only more recently formed, was only a tropical depression at the time. Now, as those two systems moved off to the northwest, they got closer and closer and closer until late Monday night into Tuesday morning. At that point, Humberto only about 500 miles away from Imelda, and that's well within that 870 miles mentioned earlier. And you also start to see Imelda's northward drift start to stall out. Now, see, the Fujiwhara effect wasn't the only thing at play here. Another important factor, the presence of a big area of high pressure sitting near the Great Lakes. And that high was pushing back on Imelda, not quite deflecting it away though. So what this could have done, if it was just that high pressure, it could have led to Imelda stalling out on the coast, causing huge problems with torrential rain and flooding. But with Humberto so close, it has actually begun to draw Imelda toward its circulation thanks to that Fujiwhara effect. And so that is going to do just enough to pull Imelda away from the coast, and that's what it's been doing. So thankfully, Imelda won't be making landfall, and the southeast and mid-Atlantic likely dodging a bullet. Meteorologist Phil DeCastro, Fox 11 News.